Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, video number 2 for today. This channel's focused on ways to create wealth, ways to create streams of income, crypto, Forex, different opportunities that I'm in. I show you ways that I'm creating streams of income, and you could decide for yourself if you're interested in doing that. If you're interested, please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and then the little bell. Click the like and share this, and the more people that see this video, the higher up in the algorithm and the more visible my videos will become. Steadily growing some new subscribers, so thank you for those that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, please consider doing so. We're going to talk about another crypto today that we've talked about in the past, but it seems to be another pattern developing. So we can get right into that. Now, if you noticed, a little bit a while ago, the president signed in the new stimulus check, the $1,400, the stimulus bill, and then the check that's going to be coming out. If you notice, the price pumped a little bit during that event. So that's what you saw, and I think we're going to see it even more when the check actually comes out. So I think probably within a week, 7 days, the 18th or so, maybe next Friday, people will start seeing that check arrive in their checking account. Probably over the weekend, they'll start the deposits into Coinbase and such and start purchasing. Those that can afford to are going to probably start purchasing some crypto. So within a week or so, we might see another pump in the market, like we've seen in the past. But that's just something to keep in mind. External to technical analysis, that's like an external factor that could affect the price action. So just keep that in mind. All right, so what we can do here is go to link. We're going to talk about Chainlink today. Now you can see the previous channel that we've had drawn here. If you take the height to the bottom, the peak, pivot that kind of started it and what's kind of been where the price was ranging for a while. If you take that and you place it to where it broke out, like we kind of discussed, you could basically see that it did actually hit the target. It came very close to the target, and psychologically, the even number numbers are points of resistance or points of action. So it's not surprising that it reacted exactly at 32. Whereas the price target could have been a little bit above, like 10 cents above. But in all reality, we had this green zone plotted here as an area, and you can see price action responded to that and wicked above a little bit, but came very close to our target. Not exactly on our target, but if anything, you got to realize that even numbers and things like that have psychological effects on price action and people. So just realize, hopefully you took some profits here. And now what we're seeing is another formation of similar, another, I guess, a bull flag you can consider it, or a pennant. And this is on the 4-hour chart. So what we can do again is we could do the same thing. Draw lines connecting the top and bottom area. Maybe we had a little bit of a fake out there with this right here, or you could drop down in a lower time frame, and you kind of see that it hit. Basically, this was basically double top, a M formation, which kind of signaled that the price might come down. And now what you do is you kind of figure out where you are. This target is hit. This is the double top. Chances are once it breaks through this resistance level, it's going to probably have some more problems up here. But we have this other target up here that we're still looking at getting to. So what you can do is you could use the flagpole to figure out where this might go. And ironically, if you shift, depending on where this breakout happens, it looks like it might start hitting the next zone that we have up here. In addition, you could also do what we did on the last one and just draw, this little mini pivot that we have here. And that could be, an initial take profit, which basically looks like it might be at this resistance level again. If you consider this might take a little longer, then, you know, you can see how we might see some hesitations here on price action, and we'll see some more hesitations up here. But this is what the chart is showing right now, so you got to look at what's happening right now. And you always look left and you figure out your resistance points. And, you know, these were some of the resistance areas that we found in looking at the chart. So here you go. You got another chart pattern to kind of monitor and watch price action break out. You want to look for volume. You can see here there was some substantial volume on this sell. And, you know, otherwise, you know, you got to look for things that stand out like this to really confirm the move. So just keep an eye on this. And you could tweak this. This is, you know, you want to kind of create maybe a parallel channel here. You know, consider this maybe a fake out. And just wait for this breakout and confirmation. Usually what you want to see is something along the lines of, you know, break out this way and then come back and test the resistance and then look for it to go up. And it could be here or it could be up here. You know, this is probably the intermediate target, and then it would be another target up there. So that, I don't know why that got deleted, but I guess that doesn't stay. Let me try a different, let me try a brush, see how the brush works. Yeah, so look for something like this, and then for it to go up. Maybe it goes up and it checks this one, then it goes up again. So that's kind of like the, you know, the visualization of what you could see happening here in this this chart. Oop. So that's really it. Just kind of wait for the breakout like always. Don't trade within this pattern. One other thing you could kind of look at if you're interested is the Fibonacci. You take the pivot from here to here, and you can kind of see again how it's reacting around the 618. So again, this is, you know, it's right now it's supporting it. And look, the target is almost exactly what the algo is, like I mentioned a couple of my videos. You know, there's a couple things pointing to this price target as a possible target for the algos and for the Fibonacci extension and such. So you got kind of a couple things working out here. This is like the short, you know, this is the, from this little pivot right here, this could be an initial take profit. This could be another take profit. And then at that point, you know, you scale out 50% here, you scale out 25% here. You move up your stop losses. What you want to do is as these pivot and go higher, you want to move your stop loss here. Then you want to move your stop loss here. You know, and then once it breaks through here, you want to, if it does the same kind of a reaction here, and it's going to test and then take off again, then finally you move your stop loss up here. And each time is, this one will probably make you break even, so you're not going to lose on the trade. This one, if things turn around and it does a triple top and comes back down, then you've locked in the difference between your entry and this point, and then again up here. So this is kind of your roadmap to how you should approach this trade if you decide to take it when price action does what you're expecting it to do. Now again, it could be a negative side to here too. I always tend to talk about the positive side because at heart I'm a bull, but you always got to remember it could be a downside as well. So, you know, in talking about that, you know, down here is these 414 and the 618, and at a minimum, if it breaks out, you know, depending on where it happens, it's probably going to test this previous yeah, let me just get rid of this. All right, so let's extend this out a little bit. So chances are it's going to come down and it's going to, you know, it's going to test this previous trend line here. So on the downside, depending on where it breaks out, this could be one of your first targets, and then, you know, this could be a second target, and then 168 could be another target. But again, I'm not, you know, again, unfortunately, whatever you want to look at it, I tend to err on the side of the trend. Right now we're in a bull trend. There's nothing saying that we're in a bear trend. So I don't tend to trend trade the market. I follow the trend. You know, and this would be a higher probability trade if it actually happens. So just monitor this, see what happens. We'll come back to this in a couple days and we'll see how it played out, or if there's something interesting that happens before that. As soon as something interesting happens that requires an update, I'll put out another video for you guys. But that's really all I see right now in Chainlink. Just stand back and sit back and be patient. Set your traps, enter, as always, as I always mention, the area for dollar cost averaging into a position would be here, somewhere between here. You're right in that range right now. It's kind of ranging. So, not financial advice, but if I were to take a trade here, I have a long-term hold on this. I'm not trading this one. But if I were to take a trade, I'd be dollar cost averaging into a position here, 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, or whatever. I mean, right now it's really at a good point. You could even just buy whatever position you want. To wait for it to come much down, you might end up missing the boat. But if it's going to be timed with the release of the checks and the hitting of the checks into the bank accounts of the American people, then we probably have a week. So you could still see this moving around. I mean, unfortunately, if we wait until the 17th or 18th, we're going to migrate down even longer. So I'm thinking there's going to be a reaction here before that, which might get you up here, and then maybe when those checks hit, it'll actually push it even higher. So just again, sit back, watch the pattern, watch it break out in either direction. If you do shorting, then if it breaks down, you have some ideas on the downside and you have some ideas on the upside. All right, guys, take care. Maybe I'll put another video out later. I'm not sure, but in worst case, you'll see some new videos tomorrow. And I just wanted to give you an update on Chainlink. So take care. I hope you make a lot of money with the trades if you get in. Consider looking at the rest of the stuff in the video description. Some other opportunities I have for forex trading, some daily profits that you can get. And you create the multiple streams of income, and then you start feeding in those profits into other opportunities, and then next thing you know, you have multiple streams and you're generating income in various ways. And then down the road, you take that offline and you build, you maybe buy some real estate and you do some other things. Maybe you go into the stock market, buy some dividend stocks, or maybe you start staking some of your coins and start earning the APYs that they're offering, and just holding your crypto in, for example, BlockFi. So there's various things to do, and I am here to share all that information with you. And as things change, I'll send you a new update. So take care, guys. Subscribe, like, and share the video, and contact me for more information on any of my opportunities. Take care.